Welcome to Everything Football. So it's match day 6 and you somehow still have your wildcard. I don't know if it was the best idea, but if you still have it, I'm guessing it will definitely help you right now. Match day 6 will be very tricky. So if you still have your wildcard, I still think it's a good idea to play it right now. Listen, if you have a good enough team and you feel like your players will start in match day 6, you really don't have to use it. You can wait for the next rounds, the knockout rounds, to use it later on. But I don't think you can get a lot of returns when you use it in the knockout round. Right now is the best time to use it. So if you still have it, we've come up with a draft of 15 players, the best wildcard team for this match day. We're not looking at any other match days like we usually do with the other wildcards. We're only looking at one particular match day, which is match day 6. So I've come up with a team, and let me know which players are you looking at and which players will you try to avoid. I've come up with the 15 players, so let's get started. The first player I've gone for is an AC Milan player. I feel like they'll have a good match day and they have something to play for. The difference with this one and the Limitless I've tried to mix it up in terms of Tuesday players, Wednesday players, and without minding about the budget or thinking about the budget. In this one, we have to think about the budget, and the first player I've gone for is Rafael Leao up front, which will cost you 8.5 million. I talked about him in the Limitless video yesterday as well. AC Milan have something to play for. They are playing against Salzburg at home, and Leao this season has looked good. So he scored in the last match day as well against Dinamo Zagreb. So I have gone for Rafael Leao. Second up, I have gone for a defender from Benfica. We've talked about Benfica defenders a lot, and his name is Otamendi. Now, the thing with Otamendi is he's quite good in terms of recovery points, and it's not just this season, last season as well. I remember having him since match day 1 of last season all the way until the knockout stage when they're knocked out, and he has 35 ball recoveries already this season, and he's only going to cost you 4.7 million. So that is a good price for Benfica up against Maccabi Haifa. Even if Maccabi Haifa score, I think they will. Recovery points, he can still end up getting 5 or 6 points. That's how good he is in terms of recovery points. So that is my first pick. Another player who makes the Limitless team and still makes the wildcard team is Mohamed Salah. I think Liverpool are trying to fight for top spot, and they have to try and get like 4 goals against Napoli, a 4-0 win. So Mohamed Salah stays there. Liverpool go for it. I'm expecting another high-scoring game. I don't think Liverpool will finish top. I can see it being something like 4-3 or 3-3. But Liverpool mostly, if I was going for a win, I'd say Liverpool win in this one because Napoli have already gotten the job done. They only need to not lose by 4 goals. So Salah is in the team as well. Yesterday from Real Madrid, I went for, or in the Limitless cheap, I went for Vinicius. But since on this one, we need to go for the cheaper players, I have gone for Rodrigo. He's taken a couple of penalties as well this season, and he's incredible. I think he's already gotten to like 12 Champions League goals or something in his Real Madrid career, which is crazy. I think he's only now 4 goals behind. Is it Ronaldo? There's Ronaldo and there's someone else. He's only 4 goals from being the highest scoring Brazilian for Real Madrid in the Champions League, which is crazy. He only started playing like recently, and this is like still his breakthrough season from last campaign. So very, very good. 14 points in match day 3 and 9 points in match day 5. I still think he is a good option at 8 million. Next up, let's pick our first goalkeeper, and I'm going to go for a double up in terms of Benfica, and I have gone for Vlaco Dimos in goal. I think he's still a very good option in terms of a goalkeeper. 5 million is what it's going to cost you, and you can go for the double up. The reason I've gone for a double up is if they end up conceding. The reason I've chosen these 2 players is because of the recovery points from Otamendi, and since Maccabi Haifa had a lot of shots at home against Juventus and PSG, if they can take like 6 shots in this one and Vlaco Dimos saves them, he can still end up getting you 4 or 5 points, which is not bad. But we are hoping that Vlaco Dimos will not even be needed because first goalkeeper who's playing on that day will be Hugo Lloris. I expect Tottenham to be slightly defensive in that game because they don't really need to win. Marseille do need to win. So hopefully if we can keep a clean sheet or make a lot of save points, we don't even need Vlaco Dimos to come on the second day. So that is the goalkeeper picks done. Next up, I have gone for, let's go back to the forward players. I have gone for the Juventus versus PSG game, and I have chosen Lionel Messi up front, 10.5 million. He's 0.7 million cheaper than Mbappe. He's been brilliant again this season. Like in all competitions for club and country, I think he has almost 30 goal returns already in terms of goals and assists. 20 points in match day 5. He got 9 points in match day 2 against Maccabi Haifa. He scored a goal and assisted the last time they played Maccabi Haifa, and then 7 points in match day 3. Not a bad option at all. So Lionel Messi up front with Rafael Leao. Next up, we are going back to the team that we trusted a lot this season, and that is Napoli. We're going to go for the same guy. He didn't play in the last match day. I think in this one he starts Kvaratskhelia, and I think Napoli will get at least 2 goals in this game if they go with their first team. So not a bad option at all at 5.8 million. We've talked about him a lot. I've given you my prediction for that game. I'm expecting like 6 goals at least. So Kvaratskhelia is not a bad option. Let's go back to the defenders. The next defender I have gone for is from AC Milan. I think I went for him in the limitless chip as well because he is on penalties and AC Milan need to win this game or need not to lose this game. So Theo Hernandez is in the team as well. I don't think he's a bad option at all. And then I'm actually going to go for a triple up in terms of Benfica. Yes, I'm going to go for a triple up. You can go for Rafa Silva, you can go for another defender in Grimaldo, but I am going to go for the penalty taker in Joao Mario. It's only going to cost you 6 million, so I think it's a good option to have in this game. Even if the defender slightly let you down and pick up 2-3 points, you're hoping Joao Mario can get an attacking return. And if you get like 12 points, 12 points from Vlachodimos, Otamendi, Joao Mario. Obviously, you're hoping for double clean sheets there, like 16, 18 points there, and then plus Mario, you're hoping for like 30 points from the Benfica players. But I think if you even get 15, it's not bad at all, considering you have 2 defenders. If they don't keep a clean sheet and they still get you like more than 15 points, that would be good because Otamendi recovery points, Vlachodimos save points, and Joao Mario the penalties really good. You don't have to go for 3 Benfica players. You can have your own picks there. But I really trust them for this match day. Next up, the next defender I've gone for is back at Man City. He was suspended for the last game, but he will be back for this one, and I'm 100% sure he starts. And his name is Sergio Gomez. He's an attacking threat from that left side. He's only going to cost you 4.1 million. He let people down the other time when he got a red card, but I still feel like he's a good option for this match day. So Sergio Gomez at the back. You don't have to go for him. You can go for any other defenders, but I'm going for the ones that I'm expecting to start in terms of the teams that have already gone through. So Sergio Gomez is not a bad option at all. Next up, let's go for another defender, and I was originally thinking of this Hincapi guy because of his recovery points. Before he got suspended, I already had him in mind for match day 6. He got his recovery points this season. This Hincapi guy has 44 ball recoveries. So if Leverkusen go through, he's a player that we need to keep an eye on for the next round if Leverkusen go through. But since he's suspended for the next match day, Tar from Leverkusen is a good option as well. He's picked up 30 ball recoveries already this season, and they have a home game against Club Brugge, which they need to win, and I'm going to go for him. He's also a massive differential, only selected by 0%. So Tar is the option from Leverkusen. Again, you don't really have to go for a Leverkusen defender. You might even decide to go for a Club Brugge defender if you prefer. The last midfielder in this team is from Shakhtar Donetsk. The last time Shakhtar played Leipzig away from home, they scored 4 goals. That was 3 weeks ago something. This time round, Leipzig are traveling to Shakhtar, and Modric has been exceptional so far this season. He could have had a goal and assist in match day 5 if the other guy didn't miss literally with the goal open. He missed an open goal, and Modric could have gotten the assist for that one. But so far, Modric got a goal, 2 assists and a goal in match day 1 against Leipzig. He also scored in match day 2 against Celtic. He also scored in match day 5 against Celtic again. So he is quite a good option. The only blanks he's had is against Real Madrid, but he's not playing against Real Madrid. Only going to cost you 6.3 million. So not a bad option. Next up, the final defender I've gone for is from Marseille. Still looking very good. I had him in match day 1 and 2, but took him out. But Marseille needing to win this game, and since he's an attacking threat and also has a chance of keeping a clean sheet, I have gone for Nuno Tavares because of his price at only 4 million. So that is a defense complete. And the final strike I've gone for in this team is a differential because I'm not sure he's going to start. But I've gone for a Bayern Munich attacker, and that is Muller. Because he didn't start the last match day, I'm hoping he can start in this one. And if he does against Inter Milan at home, he does have a good chance of scoring. And he didn't play in match day 3, and in match day 5, he only came on for 27 minutes. So I'm hoping he does start in this one. Not guaranteed, so you can avoid him. You can avoid him and go for someone who is more guaranteed to play. But that is the wildcard team. I'll do another transfer tips video talking about the teams you should be targeting. But I know some of you would say why Lewandowski is not there. They might play him just to get himself more goals in the Champions League, and he's not that far from 100 goals in the Champions League, so he might want to play. But if the manager doesn't care about that and he wants him rested for the La Liga games, he won't play him because Barcelona are already out. But that is the wildcard team. Let me know what you make of that. You have 0.2 million remaining in the bank. If you take out Mola and bring in a cheaper striker, there's a lot you can do with this team. There's a lot of changes you can do. And in terms of balance, we have Lloris, Tavares, Salah, Kvaratskhelia, Mola playing on the first day. So that is 6 players playing on the first day and another 9 players playing on the second day. And in terms of balance, in terms of the players who have something to play for and the players who have already gone through, Leao, Messi, Salah, Rodrigo, Kvaratskhelia, Joao Mario, Modric, that is 7, Otamendi, Theo Hernandez, and Tar, and also Tavares, Vlaco Dimos, Lloris. You have 13 players who have something to play for, and then a couple of differentials or players who don't have something to play for, like Sergi Gomez and Thomas Muller. But you can also change that. You can also go for more differentials. I think you're allowed like 3 massive differentials this week. You can go for the Chelsea players if you prefer against Dinamo Zagreb. ZH, you can look at team, you can look at players like that, but it's literally up to you. But that is the wildcard team. I'm not sure too many people are playing their wildcard. I'm not sure too many people still have their wildcard, but if you do, there you go with the video. In case you're playing a limitless, or you're thinking of playing a limitless, I think you should play a limitless right now. I've already done a video for that. Click on the video on the left side. If you want to check the reaction to match day 5, click on the video on the right. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch up with you on the next one.